Hi guys, in this tutorial I'll be showing you how you can make this 1/12 scale Lutyens style garden bench from my easy to assemble kits. Simply follow my step-by-step instructions to create your own realistic miniatures for you to paint and finish in your own style. So let's get started and see what tools and supplies you'll need to assemble this kit in the comfort of your own home. You'll need wood glue. I use Gorilla as my favourite brand, but any wood glue will be absolutely fine. You'll need a scalpel, Stanley or craft knife. You'll also need toothpicks or cocktail sticks. You'll need a range of sandpaper. I use anything from about 100 grit down to 150 grit, and then a much finer paper at about 180 grit, which is used for some of the finer finishings towards the end. You'll need ready mix wood filler. I use this particular brand as it's fast drying and really lightweight. You'll need a range of brushes for your acrylic paint, and finally a choice of top colour for your finished bench. I'm going with a soft sage green. Now your cut pieces will come in a pre-cut sheet like this, and we're just going to take our Stanley craft knife or scalpel and just cut through those small tabs which are holding the pieces in place so as we can pop them out like so. Just repeat the same process on this other sheet which contains the piece for the bench seat. So once you've removed all of the parts, you can lay them out like so and make sure everything is present and correct. Now we're going to just take our fine grit sandpaper, and as you can see on this kit, once you've cut through these tabs, you just need to sand these down so as they're flush with the outer cut line. As you can see, I'm just working by folding the sandpaper and just sanding those flush. Now this small rectangular piece which comes as a negative part of the front of the bench, you can use this by wrapping the sandpaper around, and it does make it slightly easier to work in some of those harder to reach places by using it as a mini sanding block. I would suggest any kind of flat areas, especially at the feet, I'm just using the sandpaper flat as you can see, and just sanding those tabs off by keeping that flush so as not to create any angle. And there's a couple of long strips which form a support under the seat itself. I'm just again keeping the sandpaper flat. So starting with construction, we've got the front of our bench, we've got two side supports and the back legs and two under supports. Now I'm just going to start by adding a small dab of glue to these side sections, as you can see, which then plug into these two holes on the front of our bench, and I'm going to repeat the same process for the other side as well. So now taking these two long single supports which go at the back of the bench, there's one at the top and one slightly lower down. Again, we're just adding a small dab of glue and aligning those with the cut holes on those side pieces. So just taking a cocktail stick or toothpick, I would remove any excess glue at this stage while it's still wet, and we can set this piece aside and just allow this to dry before we move on to the next stage. So the next step in construction is to run a line of glue along the side, the back and the front edges of this bench lower frame section. This will then allow us to position and fix in place the seat of this Lutyens style bench. Now there are some cut out sections towards the back of the bench, so just make sure that they are in the right position. And again, we're going to just add a small amount of pressure to make sure that that is secure with those underneath the frame, and again allow this to dry. So once that base section is dry, we can then move on to fixing the back of the bench in position. I'm going to add a small amount of glue to these tabs and the underside of this back section of our bench like so. Then we can simply align the tabs and the holes and just push these two pieces together. Now I don't want the back of the bench to be at 90 degrees to the seat. It does need to be on a very slight tilt. So I can either hold this in place and the glue will hold it temporarily while we work on it, or you can prop this against something just to hold it in place to stop it dropping down. So we're now going to take this sheet of pre-cut pieces which form these slats in the arms, And much like before, I'm just going to cut through these with my Stanley knife or craft knife and just remove all of these so as they're separate. So there are 14 in total, and that's 7 for each side. As you can see, they just form around the curve of the arm like this. And you want to make sure when you position them that the laser cut or the dark side is top to bottom and not left to right. Now these should slide through relatively easily like they are here, but if you do find they're on the tight side, then you can give these a slight sand before you start. So once one of these side pieces is in position, we can simply slide it back through further than we need, add a small dab of glue into the hole, and then just reposition that piece by sliding it back into the hole. Now it's much easier to work with these cross or side slats and make sure that they are flush towards the back of the bench because of the angle of the back of the bench. If we leave them longer at the front, they'll be much easier to trim off, and the front of the bench being flat, we can then sand this flush later. So I'm going to repeat that same process for all 7 holes on both left and right sides of this bench. So once all of these side slats are in position and glued into place, we can allow these to dry. Now, as you can see, all of the excess I've kept towards the front of these arms, and this just makes it easier to trim off with a Stanley or craft knife like I'm doing here. It doesn't need to be amazing at this stage because we are going to go in with a coarse grit sandpaper and just start to sand some of that excess down. So once you've removed the majority of the excess, you can then go in with a medium or a fine grade sandpaper and just start to sand these slightly smoother with the front of the arm. So now I'm going to take this ready mixed wood filler, and using one of the offcuts or the negative parts of this kit, I'm just using this to fill in any holes on the front of the bench and just smoothing this in with my finger. And I will allow this to dry and then just give these one final sand once this filler is fully dry. So once that filler is fully dry, I'm just going to use a very fine grit sandpaper and just sand any areas where it might be slightly raised, just sanding these flush with the bench to give me a nice smooth finish ready to paint. So I've decided to paint my bench in this very traditional kind of sage green, as you would normally see them in country houses. I couldn't find exactly the tone I was after, so I'm going to be mixing my own colour from these various shades of green acrylic. Now, I would suggest whatever colour you decide to paint your bench. You'll find that on most of the flat areas, 1 or 2 coats of paint are absolutely fine, but certainly on those laser cut edges, you'll probably find you'll need at least 2 or 3 coats to block out those burnt edges. And that's your Lutyens style bench completed, and you can display this however you like. Well, that's it folks. I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please do check out my other 1/12 scale kits available to purchase through my website steveputnam.com, and if this has inspired you to get creative, then please do hit that like button below and subscribe to my YouTube channel Steve Putnam Design for future updates.